This is Platinum Northwest TV News. Good evening and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Philadelphia Mangoeng. Let's take a look at the leading top stories. First up, members of the SAPS and CPF holds provincial youth dialogue on drugs, substance abuse and gangsterism. And Northwest Education MEC announces that upgrading school infrastructure and building new schools will be a priority for the department. In the business news, positive update on petrol price in South Africa for the upcoming month. And in the sports news, Salgado sustains an injury upon defeat in the WAFCON semi-finals. We begin here. Earlier today, residents of Kunene gathered at the Samuel Mokati Hall where members of the SAPS and CPF in the province, together with crime prevention organizations, held a dialogue about crime, gangsterism, gender-based violence and drug abuse. This is one of the biggest challenges that is facing that particular community. Now, stakeholders from the Dr. Kenneth Kaunda District Municipality, Social Development and Sand Parks were part of this campaign. Let's take a look.
Okay, good afternoon. To those who doesn't know, my name is Robert Malungani. I'm the Provincial Community Police Board Chairperson in Northwest. Our program of today was about addressing the scourge of crime around the Dr. KK area with the focus in Kunene location. We are having a problem of drugs, kids smoking drugs. We are having a problem of GBV. We are having a problem of theft in general. The main focus of the program is to ensure that we talk to our communities so that they can work together with the municipality, the police, and all other government sister departments. Crime can never be combated if the police work alone. The most important part is that the community, the police, municipality sister departments, and all other government departments like social development and home affairs have to work together to ensure that we assist each other in eradicating the crime happening in our communities. Kunene is also having a problem because if one can remember well, we are having the people who were doing illegal mining, which is actually showing that there is more unemployment than the naked eye can see. So in order to ensure that we continuously improve or we continuously talk to our community, this project is not going to be a once-off project. It's going to be a continuous project. It's going to be a continuous project where we will be involving all the other stakeholders, NGOs, government, etc. Thank you.
Hi, let me greet you all. Buti Manamela, David Mofokeng. Ya monana ho tswa lefapheng la National Youth Crime Prevention Desk ya SAPS. Tsatsi la kajeno le nana re tlile mona mo lefatsheng la Kunene as province ke yona itlileng ho tletsa youth awareness or youth dialogue mo ba tlo buang against the topics tse tharo tse loreng it's substance abuse, gender based violence, tse loreng di teng di jealousy le gangsterism ka go lefatsheng la Kunene. Now all stakeholders were involved and some of them gave response to what the community has been crying for or towards, and they gave an impact of saying they will follow it up because of se hlokahalang ko bona location la bona le hantle le dutse hantle. So tsatsing la kajeno, let us hope that it's not the first one, but we will carry on doing what we're supposed to do. As the organizer, we wanted to see the youth being here, so re bole youth kaofela kgona bona re sebeletsa ya kae. Thank you very much.
Afternoon, viewers. I go by the name Tato Pushudi. I am the Provincial Youth Crime Prevention Desk Chairperson. We came with an initiative to combat crime in our communities. Our main objective was to deal with substance abuse, gangsterism, and gender-based violence. Now, this is the initiative we took in starting to combat this problem together with the SAPS and communities at large. So this is the first of many events where we will foster meaningful dialogue, ignite action, and make sure that we hold ourselves accountable in each and everything that we are doing in our community. Now, this is the first event we have planned as the province. So from here, we'll go community by community, trying to make people aware of the crimes that we are facing in our communities. Thank you very much.
Good day. Ke nna Makatlego Mothibedi ke social worker ya ko Sunpark Rehab Center. So CPF ya mo Kunene re inviteile gore re tlo go etsa substance abuse awareness whereby re educate the parents le youth about substance ke eng and then e affect yang. So now there are issues related to the use of substance more location la rona la Kunene, which is crime, gangsterism and gender-based violence. So now, because of all of these issues, the results is the use of substance. Rona re tlile go thusa ka go preventa, because substance Sunpark ke private institution. So now, because they need money go patala for the program, so and some of them have an chalete. So we are here to make sure they get the information so that they go back home babella bana or they educate others, because if they cannot afford go rehab program, then it means we must prevent. And then the challenges that we face as Sunpark is that when our clients come back to the environment, crime eating, the drugs eating, alcohol eating. So it's very hard for one to stop the substance use, because now the environment they come back to is still the same. There's no change at all. There's no family support. There's no anything ebe. So the only thing they have kanako EU ki substance. So our aim is to make sure we combat substances, we prevent substances, then we educate families, stakeholders, parents about substance abuse and how they can help in preventing it. Thank you.
My name is Nikki and I'm the Executive Mayor of Dr. Kenneth Kaunda District Municipality. We are here in Kunene, Komokati Hall today. It's a program initiated in collaboration and partnership, initiated by South African Police Service through their youth desk, the men and women in blue and the patrollers and the CPFs. We, as partners in the development space in fighting crime, all of us are here, social development, correctional services, the various departments that constitutes your social cluster and your security cluster. One of the issues that we were highlighting was to talk about and highlight and bring knowledge to the people to understand the behaviors and detect the behaviors of our young people, because batsadi badula le bana. Sometimes ha ba itse gore di behavior tse bana ba di dirang di tlhodiwa keng. So it is our responsibility to continue to educate, advocate, and share information so that we empower the parents to be able to have a better, safe environment. So a lot of speakers have literally said most of the things that need to happen. At the helm of it and at the core of the root causes, Radumalana le rona, because we have given the community an opportunity to speak. In their presentation, Badumalana le rona ka dilo tse di critical, but I can just highlight 5 of those issues. The first one is that we all agree that the moral and the family structures have collapsed. And they have taken a reshape because young people are influenced by external forces because of lack of parenting. And a bag knowledge we still need to be taught how to parent. And I think that's one of the things that we have committed today as a district municipality, that we will set aside funds so that we assist organized formation study NGO as social development is doing it. Even at the local, at the district level, we will do that. The second issue that they are talking about is that They are afraid of giving information to the police because the protection of informants system has been compromised. Ha ba ya ko mapodiseng ba reporta gore mo le gona le di-drugs mo le gona le di-drugs, o kry-a batho ba e leng gore ba ne ba seyo ba ba latela the next day ba ba bolelela gore lona le tswa ko mapodiseng, this is what you say. So the SAPS has recommitted, and I think we'll work with them to ensure that we protect our community members who are informing or sharing information that is crucial to root out any criminality in the space where the communities are. The third issue, we are all agreeing that it's a root cause, it needs to be literally dealt with. It's the absence of social infrastructure so that we channel the energy of young people. Batsadi ba buile thata le di young people ba buile thata ka issues of resuscitation of sports ground, resuscitation of art centers, and massively putting money so that young people can rechannel their energies into what we can do. That also includes programs of support in the education department, where they are indicating that they were assisted, but that assistance is no longer available. So it leaves people or young people vulnerable. Ha ba tswa ko sekolong ha gona batsadi ko tlung ba dula ba le wane, and then ba tsenelwa. Now when they are in areas of care where they are assisted ka di homeworks tsa bona, it brings about a bit of change because now they have a safer environment where they can work and do their schoolwork. The other element in the many that people have raised, they are also worried about the recruitment process of the SAPS in terms of the work that the SAPS is doing. And they have requested that there must be stringent responsibilities in terms of dealing with those issues. I think there are a lot of good input that our communities have requested. Bakupile gore we must also strengthen awareness and advocacy programs ko di wotong, because the more information is shared, the better for our communities to understand and help the police. Of course, they have also complained about the poor response of the police sometimes and the absence of police station. I think one of the things that the SAPS will have to do, it is to check the requirement in terms of the radius to strengthen access by the communities. If police station is 20 kilometers away, obviously it's a crisis. They will have to find a way of saying how best we then strengthen the visibility of the police and the availability in those areas, because Khonale crime prevention unit in the police that can deal with that. So we are excited, but we are also happy that amongst the community members and our citizens, there are people that still cares, and there are people that are still saying, nna ke tla ema ke tla le bolelela go house number mang di drug city teng, please go and do what you do best, putting their lives in danger for the benefit of our people. The last point that they have raised very, very sharply is the massive presence of illegal foreigners in our space. The community of Kanana is not saying they will not live with foreigners, but they are saying those that come to our space illegally, kannete now they are overpopulated and they are creating problems, because kibone babatlanka massive drugs, they are hard drugs on the community of Kanana. So we undertake through the district development model. We do have strong governance structures in our district. We have our district JCPS cluster that meets on a quarterly basis where we process these issues from a security point. We also have our DDM departments and partners and stakeholders in the development space. A report from this nature will then be tabled at that level so that we are able to incorporate part of the interventions that are required by people of Kanana, so that Kanana can be a safer place and the community of Kanana can enjoy the lives like any other South African. Remember, this is the area where Kanana police station is the #1 station in the whole of the country in terms of murder cases. And we are not happy about it. That's why we started this conversation. We're not starting it now. It started a long time ago, but we consistently come back to the place so that the more people are exposed to information that can help them, the better for us to be able to deal with issues. Correctional services also spoke about issues that relates to gangs and issues that relates to post-serving and how the community must re-embrace and reintegrate our people into the spaces in our community. So we've had a very progressive and positive discussion with the community. Those that have heard, they will take the information back. To the rest of them, those that are not here. Thank you very much.
How ngwana utla o jwetsa fela hore ngwana ka nna ngwana ka ha tsamaye bosiu nna ngwana ka ha tshware po nna ngwana ka ha ipotse hore ntho tse di tletseng ka ntlo tse ba sa di rekang le ntate hore di tswa kae jwale ke rona re etsa bana ba rona tjena ha maponesa a tla qeta ho bitsa maponesa ba fihla ka tlung ka bona ha e khona mme ke ena a phahama mme o khona ho dula ngwana ha e ka hodimo a mopate mara o sheba le wena fumana hore ha e khona man ha ona tafole gore setulo se se rwetseng diteki kanti ke mme mo kwaetse ka kobo gore se ka la mo bona jwale ntho e kala go lapeng kwana ho sena dijo ka tlung ho sena letho mme a ba tswa mona lo rapo go ho sena letho ka tlung batswadi mme a tsamaye mona a lo rapo gola gore ngwana etseng a beiliwe ne ke sa fetsa ngwana
Tsatsi ka jeno re ka hare ho motse wa Kanana ka hare ho Okni toropong e kgolo ya Klerksdorp provinceng ya rona ya Northwest re ka hare ho holo ya motse ya Mokati holo mme setjhaba se kgobokane batswadi batjha ba kgobokane ka hare ho holo ena ho te ikutlwela ho tswa ho pitso ya CPF le yona Community Policing Forum hammoho le seponesa sa rona sa naha Social Development Sanpark le setreke sa rona sa Dr Kenneth Kaunda mme ba tla ikgolla tsebo le taba e tlhokolosi e tsahalang ka hare ho province ya rona ya Northwest ka location le na la Kanana e leng bona botlhokotsebe bo jileng sitse mme ho bonahala ha batjha ba bangata sena se kgannwa ke taba e dithethefatsi tseo ba di tsuba mme he ntlhagolo le tsatsing la ka jeno jwalo ka ha seponesa se tlile ho rotloetsa batjha hore ba tlohele botlhokotsebe mme re bone ho na le bona e leng batshwaruwa ba mehleng ba tlile ho tla fana ka lesedi ka dintho tseo ba di tsebang hore na botlhokotsebe ha abo patale mohi na le top ya mokwatle Platinum Northwest TV Mokati Hall Kanana.
In other news, the Northwest Department of Education, MEC Viola Mutsumi, has tabled the budget for the department for 2025-2026 financial year. And according to Mutsumi, the upgrading of school infrastructure and the building of new schools will be top priority for the department in the province. She said that they have appointed contractors to start repairing on over 147 storm-damaged schools. The department budgeted 62 million rand to upgrade a number of special schools. Here's more.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, for infrastructure development, the department has allocated 1,375,248,000 rand. This allocation comprises of 1,359,283,000 rand for education infrastructure grant, 9,597,000 rand for early childhood maintenance grant, and 6,438,000 rand for the expanded public works program integrated grant. Ke bona Honorable Tsotswan Shibile ka pelo e botlhoko, Honorable Deputy Speaker. In the 2024-2025 financial year, the department spent 132 million rand on hostels, maintenance and basic services of infrastructure facilities in special schools. For 2025-26, the department has budgeted 62 million rand for the projects like Colleen Special School, a flagship project that consists of new hostels and major renovation. The project is about 82% complete. Temuso Special School, a construction of a new replacement school and hostel for estimated 160 learners and 35 staff members. Tlamelang Special School, also construction of new or replacement school for about 150 learners and 75 staff members. Kutlanong School for the Deaf will receive major renovation for its 225 learners and 89 staff members. And the process of establishing, Honorable Khosho, the first dedicated special schools for autism in the province, in Ramotsiri-Muila, is underway. We are getting somewhere. And honorable members, the department is still steadfast on its quest for restoring the dignity of learners in farm, rural, township areas.
As you wrap up, Honorable MSc.
At Woodville, new brick and mortar hostels that will replace the old asbestos. And the last, Mudim, Program 7, examination. Under Program 7, the department has set aside a budget of 114 million rand for examinations and education. In conclusion, Honorable Deputy Speaker, as I conclude the delivery of this speech, I do so with full appreciation of the responsibility.
In more news, Patriotic Alliance leader Gayton McKenzie has temporarily suspended his deputy Kunene from his role as the Johannesburg MMC for transport and from party-related activity for a period of 1 month. The suspension is a provisional measure while an investigation is conducted regarding Kunene's presence at the residence of a suspect linked to the DJ Somebody homicide during a police raid on Monday. Kunene was present outside Katiso Molife's residence in Sandton, waiting for a supposed scheduled meeting when the law enforcement officers from the SAPS conducted the raid. According to reports, Kunene stated that he visited Molife's residence to assist a journalist with an interview. McKenzie indicated that independent legal counsel will be engaged to review the matter.
So as the leader, I'm going to subject Kenny to the same things I would subject any one of you and myself. These allegations of people must be tested. It's not enough that I, as his brother, know that he's innocent. There must be an investigation. He said he's never called the guy, his phones must be given in. He said the guy sent him a thing. Those things must be investigated. And we are going to appoint tomorrow, and we'll tell you. And in a group of advocates and lawyers to investigate this matter. I'm going to give them 30 days to investigate this matter, and then their report I will share with you. I believe Ken is innocent, but that's not enough. Murder is a serious thing. This is a serious allegation that goes around by the Democratic Alliance, by all the parties. So I don't want PA to be the party where we put things under the carpet. Even if we know, even if I know. So I'm saying to you, Kenny Kunene will be investigated. And I'm going to tell you who's going to investigate him. Lawyers of good character. And while he's being investigated, I'm going to remove him from being an MMC. When I write to them, I'm also going to tell him to stand back from politics for 1 month until the investigation is done.
And on to this now, Buti Manamela and Nomusa Dube have officially assumed their roles as the Minister and Deputy Minister of Higher Education and Training, respectively. The swearing-in took place in Cape Town in the presence of President Cyril Ramaphosa and Deputy President Paul Mashatile. Meanwhile, the organization Undoing Tax Abuse has urged the newly appointed minister to prioritize sector reform and swiftly implement key changes in the SETA landscape. CEO Wayne Divenacher emphasized that this should begin with appointing independent, impartial seater board chairs to enhance accountability. Moving on to international news now, President Donald Trump said that the U.S. has agreed to a massive trade deal with Japan, one of the country's largest trading partners. Japan has agreed to invest $550 billion in the U.S., while its goods sold to America would be taxed at 15% when they reach the country, below the 25% tariff that Trump had initially threatened. Now, Trump said on social media that Japan would open its economy to U.S. goods, including cars, trucks, rice, and certain agricultural products. Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba welcomed the announcement, saying that it was the lowest figure to date among countries with trade surpluses with the U.S. And that, let's get an update now on the business news. In the business news, petrol prices are expected to decrease in August, with the rand appreciating and oil prices remaining stable at lower levels. Similarly, diesel prices are projected to increase in 2 weeks due to ongoing global shortages, which are exerting upward pressure on fuel costs. According to the latest data from the Central Energy Fund, at the end of the third week of July, petrol prices are experiencing an over-recovery of approximately 25 cents per litre. Contributing factors include lower global oil prices compared to June and a more stable rand-dollar exchange rate. And that's all from the business desk. After this, we wrap up with the sports. In soccer news, Banyana were defeated 2-1 by long-standing rivals Nigeria in a competitive and hectic Women's Africa Cup of Nations semi-final match that was held in Morocco on Tuesday evening. The match was marred by a serious injury sustained by Gabriela Salgado in the 83rd minute, an incident that visibly affected both the Banyana players and the South African coaching staff. Salgado was eventually stretched off the field following the injury, and the defending WAFCON champions faced challenges in regaining their momentum afterward. SAFA Chief Medical Officer Dr. Thulani Ngwenya provided an update on Salgado's condition, stating that she sustained a serious injury during the match and was promptly transported to hospital for further evaluation and treatment. Banyana head coach Desiree Ellis expressed pride in the team's performance despite the defeat.
Big ups to Nigeria. They also kept going, and good luck to them. If you watched where we were positioned, we had three up front. We had Gabby wide, we had Jermaine, and we had Lebo up front as well. We played with three midfielders in the middle. So when you say we started with 6 defensive players, I'm not sure what you mean by that. But yes, both Refilwe and Bongeka could go up at times. We knew that the long ball was going to come, so we changed our pivot to play with 2. When the long ball comes, we pick up the second ball, which we did on many occasions. But when we're going forward, we have 1. So if you think it's 6 defensive players, Refilwe can play both in attack and defense, and so can Bongeka play both. And that's why I put those 2 there, so that when we win the ball, we're going forward.
Thank you, Coach.
Still on soccer news, the Orbit College Football Club has arrived in Potchefstroom to commence their pre-season training camp. The team is preparing diligently for the upcoming season of the Betway Premier League. As part of their pre-season activity, they will participate in the top-4 tournament facing Muchudi Center Chiefs. The tournament will also feature matches between Dwanning Galaxy FC and Marumo Gallants. And that's where we're going to have to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time again, good night and take care.